Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. I'm your host, Sam Adavi, coming to you this week from Gulfport Dragway at the 10th Annual Atomic Blast Car Show. Welcome to the Lokar Car Show. This is gonna be one awesome car.
And I said, it doesn't even run yet. And look at it now, it's amazing.
Join us at the Gulfport Dragway for the 10th anniversary of the Atomic Blast. You won't believe the power, creativity, and ingenuity behind these rat rods. This is not your typical car show. There's also drag racing, a burnout contest, a crawfish eating contest, and a little special something you have to wait and see for yourself. It really is a blast. Rat Rod cruise down Beach Boulevard to the Cajun Crawfish Hut, a low-key spot for the po' boys and Bayou Bites. Cruisers, get ready for a crawfish eating contest.
I would like to personally tell everybody thank you for being here, for taking the time to come out and support not only the Cajun Crawfish Hut, but the Atomic Blast, Crab, Dennis Landry, who himself, we wouldn't be here. It's our 10th anniversary. Give it up, 10 years. We've been riding these built not bought rides and riding them hard, so we're glad you are all here. We got a Cajun crawfish eating contest coming up. We got the men versus the women, and down here, trust me, you might want to watch out for them women.
No cheating, Jesse. 3, go!
What an awesome rat rod. Low to the ground, polished aluminum. Sean, this is really different.
Thank you very much. It's my own design. I wanted to come up with something a little bit different, something low, mean.
And you built this from scratch yourself out of tubing and some aluminum.
Yes, that's correct. Just raw tubing and aluminum. Stainless steel is the chassis and all aluminum on the bodywork. The inspiration was part of International Radical Rod Build-Off Build. So you have 10 months to build whatever you're gonna do. Go big or go home.
And you went big. I love the fact that you did a mid-engine. You got the hydraulics going on here. Very nice plumbing that you've incorporated into this build. Now, what kind of engine are you using?
We have a LS3 in here, 6.2 liter, right out of GM. It's a GM performance engine. It's called the CT525, rated at 525 horsepower, but they dyno about 540.
That is some healthy numbers. Now, you said this is going to be in SEMA this year, correct?
Yes, this will be at SEMA in the Central Hall in the Durali Performance booth, so we're supporting them and we'll be in their booth.
Well, if you guys are at SEMA 2021, make sure to check out Sean's Rat Rod. This thing's a real showstopper. Thanks for letting us check it out, Sean.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Jimmy, and there's a very cool story behind this rat rod dubbed Hollywood.
I put flake on everything I own, so they tend to call me Hollywood around here. Everybody else has a patina russet ride, and I like to sparkle mine up, so they nickname me Hollywood.
And underneath all that flake is still a rat rod. True, too. Now tell us about the story behind you and coming to these events and what got you the itch.
I came for years and years and watched and couldn't participate. I had a shinier rat rod and didn't have enough power to do the burnout, so I sat in the stands and watched everybody, and then it took about 7 years to finally get in the pit with these guys. And now it's the most fun ever.
But you know what? You stuck to it, and here you are having so much fun with a very cool rat rod that performs really well.
Yes.
Now, you and your brother got into this because your father was doing hot rodding?
Yes, my father always built my engines, my transmissions. He did everything for us, and that's where the logo comes from, is we just kind of carry it on from my dad's business. Rollins Speed Shop down in Gainesville, Florida, they built the engine. It's a 383 roller.
Now, this thing makes so much horsepower, they had the piece of the rubber or the tire come off and hit the cab and put this dent in it. That's how much horsepower this car makes. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for having us take a look at it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's time for the Lokar Lowdown with Jeffrey Walls.
For you guys that just bolted on a new throttle body onto your hot rod or muscle car, check out our website at lokar.com to find all the different bracketry and cables that we make to make everything work. We make sure that the geometry that you need for your throttle cable, kickdown cable, cruise control cables gives you everything in a smooth operation. We offer in a handful of different styles, whether it's our newer vintage series looks or even our standard high-tech braided stainless cables. We even have black braided stainless cabling. And all of our brackets are either stainless, billet aluminum, or black anodized and black powder coated, depending on the model. We fit all the major manufacturers, whether it's Edelbrock, Holley, Phytech, whatever it may be. New models for fuel injection, older standard throttle bodies that you might have on your old hot rod. We've got it all.
I'm here with Jeff and his 1927 rat rod. Jeff, I'm loving the jail bars on this thing.
Appreciate it. My buddy here at Chaotic Custom up in Woodstock, Georgia, actually came up with the idea. Of course, you see it's a 671 blown out motor on about a 1,800 pound car. A lot of fun.
So how much horsepower does it make with that?
Probably pushing about 650.
Is it 350 or is it 383?
383 stroked out,
383.
yeah.
So tell me about where the ideas came for everything that you did to this rat rod.
Well, the original car came from Ron Ellis out of Arizona. I got the car shipped in. Been in numerous magazines, from Built Not Bought magazine to Rebel Rod magazine featured on their cover. Always changing something about it. Never finished with it.
Yeah,
so
you're right. I see you did the interior yourself, you said.
Yeah, my buddy up in Woodstock helped me with the interior and everything.
That's cool.
I came up with the color design, the red, the white, and the black. It's just been a lot of fun, man.
Sounds like a lot of fun. So look at this. It shows that you have a little bit more feel for cosmetic. You got some paint on yours instead of being rusted.
Yeah. I like a little paint on mine. Of course, you see all my setup and everything here. You know, I like to floss a little bit. I like to look good while we're out here representing Atlanta, you know.
Absolutely, man. That's my hometown too. So I love the rat rod, loving the paint, but those gel bars really
appreciate it, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it.
much. This show is so big, Daniel drove all the way down from Pittsburgh, PA to show off his rat rod. Now this thing started off as an international, right?
Yes, sir, 1953 International.
Now tell me about the build.
I really wanted a hot rod. I've loved hot rods all my life. Didn't have the money to build one, so we went with the rat rod.
And this is a small dedication to your father as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Now the front end, I noticed that you built everything from scratch. Where did you cut it off from and get started?
We cut it off right in front of the motor mounts and built the whole front end from there.
Built the axle, you built all the front frame, everything.
Yes, sir, the whole axle's homemade, and then from behind the cab, back's all homemade.
You know, the attention to detail, the creativity that you have behind this rat rod, like the bandsaw blades. Inside, he's used his oil pan from the original engine, turned it upside down, and made it his cup holder. He's even got an ammo container as his center console. So creative, I love it.
Thank you, sir.
I love the fact that you put your father's initials in the back as a little dedication.
Yes, sir, he's always riding with me.
That's very cool. Thank you so much for letting us check out your car.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. We have to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with more of the Lokar Car Show. I'm here at the Gulfport Dragway attending the Atomic Blast. I'm with Stephanie, she's the coordinator, and this is the 10th annual.
Atomic Blast, we hold this twice a year here in Gulfport. The hazardous waste is in the fall. Rat rodders, customs, classics, gassers, nostalgics. It's like a three-ring circus here. We have mini bikes running. We have the burnout pit going all day long, along with the dragways open to run. Several years later, I figured out how to make it safe and how to do it. So we came up with the pad and the barricades and the fence, the paramedics at the gate.
It's very safe.
And we're safe, and it's very safe. None of this would be possible without the growth of our car clubs, our local vendors, our people that really do support this. It's a rat rod nation. And of course, Gulfport Dragway offers a lot of trophies because we have people that drive so far. The Long Distance Awards. Road Rage Fabrications did a lot of our artwork. Boss Hog gives out a torque converter usually to the winner of the grudge match that we have. A girl likes pinstriping and patina, and so she offers one for the best pinstriped out there. And
That is so cool. They're so unique and original.
It's just evolving, yeah. And 10 years is a long time to be grateful to have this much chaos going on in a controlled environment and safety.
I was walking by and I could not help but notice Grumpy's old school, huge rat rod. This thing's got a Detroit 2-stroke diesel in it. Now, you said that you built this truck around the engine. Tell us about that.
Well, the engine was the centerpiece. I've always loved the old 2-stroke. Set the engine in the center of the shop floor, built the frame around it, and then I added the truck cab to it later on, and then it just kind of all evolved into what it is.
How long did it take you to build this?
Getting it drivable, it took about 2,000 hours over a year and a half, countless hours after that doing all the extra little goodies to it.
And you were a firefighter yourself.
Retired fireman from Fort Worth.
Now tell everybody how many miles it has in the 5 years that it's been done.
It's just turned 51,000 miles on it.
Grumpy drives it to all the shows he takes it to, and as you can see, he brings his living quarters with him with the rat rod trailer behind this truck. Now this is what Grumpy travels around in, and it doesn't look like much on the outside, although it is very cool and creative. On the inside, there's every amenity that he needs to go traveling with. A tankless water heater? That's a luxury you mostly see in houses. This is an awesome setup. Thank you so much for letting us check it out. I'm here with Josh and his 1927 rat rod, dubbed the Jalopy. Saw you back there doing the burnout. This got to be a little bit difficult with those hand controls doing what you did.
It gets tricky, but you know, I got the car set up the way I like it, grab throttle and hammer down. About back in May, I want to say, my brother got off work for, you know, COVID reasons. I don't work because I'm disabled. And I had all these parts laying around, and he's like, you know, we got the time, let's put it together.
Let's put it together. Tell me about it. What kind of engine are you using?
This is a 425 Oldsmobile, high compression.
Everyone I've seen out here with a big block is using a Chevy. So it's a little bit cool to see you are using something totally different.
The basis behind it was everyone uses a Chevy, everyone uses a Ford. Oldsmobile is different. Absolutely. Who do you see running Oldsmobiles? It's cool, unique style of head, you know. Essex grill shell, Essex body. When I got it, it didn't have no floor, no fenders. The roof wasn't even there. We had to start reconstructing all that. It's got a seat out of a Vista Cruiser station wagon.
We did a good job because it went through the burnout box, did a very easy good burnout, and drove right out. So you guys did a good job on the rebuild.
The best part about it is, yeah, I can take it into the burnout box, burn down the tires, come out here, change them, and go right ripping down the drag strip.
Thank you so much, Josh, for letting us check out your car.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Stay tuned for more of the Lokar Car Show. I'm here with Crab, pretty much considered the grandfather of rat rodding.
I showed up over here, come to the drag strip. I needed a place to do a burnout. Couldn't find a place. Everybody looked at us like, oh, we all crazy. I looked at Mom, Teresa, Gulfport Dragway, and I said, Beb, I want to come over here and do a freestyle burnout show. She says, well, what? And this is what I want to do, and this is where I want to be at. And she says, okay, let's try it. We figured out a door fee, and I put it on Facebook, magazines, Rat Rod Magazine, all these other places. I bought flyers all over there. I said, let's do it.
So that burnout turned into a promotion that we saw last night called the Atomic Blast. That was huge.
Well, we was shenanigan. We were just all, sitting in the parking lot.
You were that guy that does the burnouts that causes the show to go away for all of us guys.
Yeah.
You were that guy.
Yeah, I was like, so we get in the middle and, I said, all right, guys, y'all want to do this? The security guard standing there going, You could tell he was questioning it. So we all piled in there. We put the flamethrowers in the middle. I said, okay, let's light it. Woo! And everybody said, wow. And I'm like, 10 years later, here we are. And you saw what happened last night. It's like,
the Atomic Blast, you got drag racing, you got mini bike racing, you got parades going on. You got a huge show going on here for the weekend for everyone to enjoy.
Come over here, have a good time. If you can't burn out, we're still gonna applaud you because you need that support to go to the next level.
Absolutely right.
And you need to have your wife, your wife gets confidence. That, okay, he's trying, so now she gives you a little bit more confidence, so you get a little bit more money.
Yep. That's huge in this game, right?
Yeah, you got it. I mean, it looks like junk, but it's kind of, they got good parts in there.
Yeah, very good parts.
So you can't run home and say, Bev, I broke the car, I need more money. It don't work like that. You got to kind of give them confidence, a little bit more effort. La bonté le rouler in French. There's let the good times roll.
Yep.
There's your spot right there.
There you go. Good job. To see a Volkswagen with a front engine looking like a dragster, that's a first for me. Don, tell me the story behind this Volkswagen.
This is a 1962 Volkswagen. We bought it from a guy in St. Louis. He sold it to me for $1. First thing I did, I bought a 91 S10 front frame. I knew I wanted to do air ride and everything. We decided to call it the bare metal bug, and the reason is because it's all bare metal. Brand new ATK motor out of Summit. It's a blueprint motor, hydraulic roller cam, aluminum head, 2.4 tunnel ramp from Edelbrock with 2.450 Hollies on it. It's got an Enderley blower hat on it, but it's all fake. It's not a blower or anything. It's got a 400 turbo. It's got a shut-off on the back for running down the track. So you have to have the four harness seat belts. We got a helmet in there. We got all the suit. So it's legal to run down the track. We haven't done it because the motor is still brand new yet. We added the parachute. It's fake on the back. It looks cool on it.
It does. It looks real,
right.
too.
It's the only thing, if you went down the track and pulled that chute, well, there's no chute in it, but it would fly it would take the top off. After we got it all done, and it's been doing real well at all the rat rod shows.
We got a 94 Geo Metro that stands out like a sore thumb amongst all these rat rods. I'm here with Trenton. How old are you?
16. It's the body of a 1994 Geo Metro, frame of a 56 Ford with a 350 small block engine. Well, my grandfather started out with the bed of an S10 truck and built it up to this beautiful rat rod that I raced in my first time.
Yeah.
First time on this track, I raced it. And then, that year that we came here with it, I bought a 3-wheel go-kart. I built that up so I could bring it back next year. COVID hit, couldn't bring it. So then, after that, we built this and came back this year, and now I have the go-kart with me.
15-inch wheel and all the way forward.
Pretty much.
And where's the fuel cell?
It's sitting in the back.
That's awesome. How many gallons does that fuel cell?
10.
How much horsepower do you make?
A lot.
And how fast do you go 0 to 60?
2 point eventually.
Thank you so much, Trenton, for letting us check it out. There's so much going on here at the 10th Annual Atomic Blast Car Show. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did as well. See you next week. As I take one last run down the strip, that's a wrap here at the 10th Annual Atomic Blast Car Show. Join us next week as we head to the Grand National F100 Show in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.